Hello everyone, my name is Webweaver, and welcome back to another episode of It's Look Who It Is. So, sorry about that. I did not forget to post over the weekend. It's just something unexpected came up and I just got home yesterday. So, you know, homie is back. We are back. We are so back. And it's time for a little bit of World of Horror. It's time for a little bit of World of Horror, if you know what I mean. It's Look Who It Is. It's Look Who It Isn't. So I was looking very, very briefly before I started recording at the characters we played recently. And, I mean, the truth of the matter is, we haven't played any characters recently, because it's, you know, it's been 2 days. But, yeah, no, you didn't miss any videos if you've been watching them daily. I just was not here, impromptu. I was just not here for 2 days, so, you know, I'm thinking it's been 2 weeks since the last Miku run. I'm thinking we can play a little Miku as like a treat for me, you know, as like a treat for me, not as like a treat for you, unless you're a Miku fan as well, in which case then, you know, this is your episode, but welcome, brother or sister, you're finally home. But, you know, if you're a fan of one of the other characters in the game, you know, eventually that will be your day. Whoops, there we go. Back on Harbinger of Doom. Don't mind me, don't mind me. We'll go class a 1980X, just as like a little treat. And I think what we're gonna do is... I don't know, I'm kind of feeling a little Cthulhu. You feeling a little Cthulhu? A little Cthulhu? A little Scars? Okay, alright. Now, Cthulhu is really interesting, because obviously you've got that Doom reduction, but, you've obviously got that Doom reduction, but obviously, depending on the options that you pick, you're gonna get a lot of Doom from Sanity, more so than everything else. So, yeah, I guess I'm trying to think of what weapon I want to use here. I think we can probably just go normal, like, HDF. I don't think we need to mess with this. I want to get the camera again. I really want to get the camera again. It's, we haven't been able to get it for a few episodes. And I'm kind of relying on the camera. The camera's kind of goated, like, unironically. I think the camera has a really good potential to be strong, and I don't even know if it's potential anymore, right? Like, I don't even know. We took so much resources for that. That's so bad, but we do get some of our sanity back because, you know, we can forget Ancestral Strength for +1 sanity, so casting it is really only 3, and then we can go to the, you know, take a bath, get +2 reason from that, and then we can forget the, you know, so it's a little bit better. It's a little bit better than it looks, but it's still spending a lot of resources right at the beginning of the game for something that may or may not have any payoff. By the way, what was I gonna say? I don't remember what I was gonna say, actually. I got completely distracted, looking for the Moriko and the TV. There we go. But, whatchamacallit? No, the train of thought has been derailed, so let's, while the engineers are rebuilding the train tracks and the construction crew are getting all the heavy machinery to lift the train back onto the banter train to get back on the journey, I suppose. I do apologize. There hasn't been a lot of variety recently. I do have some variety in the backlog, but what I wanted to do first was I wanted to get enough videos in the backlog that it's like they would be there for like, I would have enough for like 2 months, if that makes sense. I would have enough for like 2 months worth of videos so that I can just start, like, you know, uploading and gradually recording at my own pace, and there's new stuff coming out. That reminds me, I gotta do that one Dark Souls episode soon. The little bonus thing that Plunger made. I think we can do probably Household Hell Fear Festival or Violent Vigil, depending on our health. if we're healthy, we can go to Violent Vigil. If we're not, we can go into Fear Festival. Now, you definitely want to get a weapon, any kind of weapon, right off the bat. Just any kind, Monkey Wrench, HDF. I'll prioritize the Monkey Wrench just because it's really strong. But maybe because you have Adrenaline, you have a attack speed on this character, you might think to yourself that you would rather prefer, and we'll wait until we get, I should wear this anyways, we're going to be wearing the Kendo helmet for a while. Not going to get Jar of Blood immediately, I don't think. But basically, what we should do is, because you have Adrenaline and attack speed on Miku, right? Maybe you would prefer the HDF because that saves you... sure, it's just one investigation on a threat level. That saves you a 3 reason on the Lighthouse, potentially, if you have it. Obviously, I would recommend if you're trying to, like, play the... I really did just click that. Well, you know, it is what it is. Obviously, if you're trying to play this game to win, or you need a light source for whatever reason, like, I would probably... Really? Alright. I mean, listen, I'm not going to complain. If you're going to get the same event over and over and over again, that's probably the better event to get. Just because you get a free item, which is at worst +1 funds or throwing damage in combat, or one of the best items in the game. If we got the Funny Mask, I would not get a camera just because it's like, the Funny Mask is just overwhelmingly better. Well, actually, I don't know that. I don't know. I think dodge is kind of good now. I actually think dodge is good now. Back when it was like 40%, it was really bad. I actually, like, maybe I am crazy, right? Like, maybe I'm cracked out of my gourd. Here's the thing. Because of Katurufu, 2 of these options are you take Doom, and then 1 of these options is you take Stamina. I think we're going to take Doom and not take any other damage, because I would just rather not. Oh, very nice. Very nice mystery. We have been getting owned by Traumatized, though, which is very unfortunate. But I think we can sell... We can definitely sell both of these, or, like, keep one of them. We'll probably sell the Kendo helmet, because I think the Ritual Mask is a little bit better of an item. But what I would like to do, of course, we lost the bath. I mean, if we're going into Fear Festival or Violent Vigil, then there's not really... How do I put this? I mean, I guess we're just gonna roll with this, and I'm fine. I'm fine not going to the store to buy a camera or a compass. I think the compass is historically one of the best C-slot items in the game, but I think the B-slot having Funny Mask and the camera actually makes it a little bit more competitive. You know, the C-slot, there's basically just the compass and the Akamanto mask. Those are the only 2 I can think of that are actually, like, really good items. The Ritual Robe's pretty bad. It's very interesting how, whatchamacallit. I think it's very cool how... I think we're probably gonna throw the Kendo helmet here. Because we kinda, like, need to do something kinda sketchy, and this guy's gonna heal, probably. There's also the chance that we miss. He did not heal, look at that. That's why you wait. Now, you do throw this if you miss, probably. No, I don't think that's gonna kill. I don't think that's gonna do 6 damage if you throw that. You'd have to throw both of them to get the kill there if you missed one of those 87% chances. But I do think the history of World of Horror balancing has always been very sketchy, because Panstash does not, like, necessarily have the best grasp of the game's meta. Which is fair, like, you don't need to. You've made a playable game on every difficulty, so I don't think that, like, you know, you really need to worry about, whatchamacallit, how the balance works too much, because, you know, it's a single-player roguelite. There are going to be bad items, there's going to be good items, things are going to be versatile, and some things are going to be bad, etc., etc., but I think the best balance change that this game has ever had is literally just making dodge from 40% to 50%. Like, I unironically think that makes dodge, like, a usable action, and it's genuinely, like, won us a lot of runs. Like, obviously, I don't think we've done enough dodges to be, like, statistically proving that it's good, but dodge works out well enough for me most of the time to where it's like I can say that, like, yeah, dodging is pretty good. You know what I mean? I think we can retreat from the room, even though that's doom. No. Anytime you gotta take sanity, you gotta realize you're also taking doom, which might not be worth it. Like, I think that taking 1 sanity would be the better choice in that situation, but because we're taking doom, nah. And again, you love anything that lets you skip, events, and we're fine with that. Probably better than losing -1 reason, because then we, you know, now we're going down the rabbit hole, the slippery slope of, like, well, I don't want to take any sanity damage because that increases my doom. This is not great, by the way. This is interesting. This is hard, because, like, both of these aren't going to succeed. I would rather do this one, because it's, like, an injury for +1 knowledge versus, like, taking damage for, the katana. And it's like, we don't need the katana. The katana is a very good item, don't get me wrong, and it would probably, you know, help us win the game, but we can win the game perfectly fine with, you know, what we've got going on right here. Do I need the kendo helmet? Do I need the handcuffs? I do not need the handcuffs. There's only, like, 1 human enemy here, and I don't care enough about that human enemy being a threat to, you know, actually, like, worry about significantly. But yeah, no, I think that this run's going all right. I mean, it is the 1 human enemy, but, like, if you look at the situation, it's like we're taking 1 doom a turn. It's not that big of a deal. It really is not that big of a deal. And it's like, yeah, I get it. Like, if we missed an 80% chance to hit an enemy who is bound to a chair in the middle of the room, there's not really a feasible situation where you would, like, you know. But it's fine. I'll put the small candle away. Just take that +1 knowledge. We could have 6 knowledge right now, which would be really cool. But if you think about it, we're going to get +3 more knowledge, 40, 60, 80. So yeah, we are actually going to get to 8 knowledge from this curious statuette, which is actually really cool. I'm not a big fan of doing that, but I actually wasn't paying attention to see if that raised my doom, because it's possible that Katurufu doesn't necessarily do that on everything, but we should live. We should live. It's possible that we die, but we did get a little bit lucky. I always almost click the carve the curse symbol thing, just because it's like, I don't know why. I don't know why I want to do that. I just want to carve the curse symbol. Who's up carving the curse symbols? I mean, we gotta hit it with the we gotta hit it with strength. We have Fear Festival on the docket next, which should be okay. I'm a little bit concerned because we have to deal with whatchamacallit, but I think it'll be fine. I'm actually wondering, and I need to pause the video on my end for a moment here, but I'm actually wondering, does the village sell a bandage?
Well, we're terribly sorry. We've lost Emmerdale through some technical fault. We're trying to find the fault, and we will correct it as soon as we can and go back to Emmerdale as soon as we can. Until then, we'll play a little... I'm pleased to say we can rejoin Emmerdale.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. It was 80 years. So anyways, we gotta go to one of these mysteries, and I do remember that we have a pretty schnasty cut artery injury. And so, what we kind of need to do here... Sorry, I had to mute the mic to sneeze. What we need to do here is... I do want to go to Fear Festival, but I'm internally debating... Like, Fear Festival, I think, is the play, but we do have a set amount of investigations, and we're going to be losing stamina per investigation, so it potentially hurts quite hard. And I believe Cut Artery can proc during the Onsen event, where you can get +2 stamina. So I think we need to go get it cured, so we need to go do a different mystery right now, which does kind of suck because, you know, we could get roads closed after doing one of these. And we'll go ahead and do... I mean... Yeah, we can do Moonlit Sailors. We have enough items that we can discard. So what I kind of want to do is... We even have more items to discard. I want to definitely throw the small candle at something, even though it doesn't do much damage. I think we do kendo helmet and handcuffs, if I had to just sort of guess. Unfortunately, we're on timeline A, so that was just kind of a waste of items, but, you know, we're not really in a shape to fight a boss, so it's important to go ahead and do that. Now, I know I said I wanted to get the camera, and I do, but I think it's just kind of, it's a little risky. It's a little risky on them, by the way. We'll examine the packages, that's fine. Let's go ahead and... I don't really want to sell either of these things, so let's go ahead and get some money, and then we can head on down to the hospital and get this cut artery treated. Stable condition is a little bit better than, whatchamacallit. I mean, it's better than most of the things that you can get. At least it's not a debuff, right? We gotta rest. We gotta rest. That's, we're gonna rest twice, I think. I might even want to rest another time if I'm feeling a little bit sketchy. But I mean, this is not good. This is not good, chat. This is very much bad. The forest is a high threat level location, and by that I mean a doomed location, so we definitely will... Oh, that's bad. Like, here's the thing. We can kill him with a pretty, like, good degree of certainty. But the problem is, and I think we need to do this first. I'm not a big fan of this, but we get 2 painkillers. We get a painkiller for winning this fight, and we have a painkiller right now. So we definitely opt into taking the stamina damage. We can't prep or... Oh no, we're at 8 actions, that's why, so it doesn't matter. So we're gonna take 3 stamina, and then we should just be able to desperation you to death, because this is gonna do... Don't get it twisted, okay? Don't get it twisted. Just do that in case of emergency, and then do this. You know, 90% go my 90%. And we're just gonna take this other painkiller right away. And there we go. It's like we barely lost any health. Help my banter engine, man. It's been derailed. It's been destroyed. What the hell is going on here? And then now the dogs run into the window. It really is a recording session of all time. You know it, I know it, we all know it. So strength and knowledge are gonna get to 8. We don't have to worry about that. Dexterity's gonna get to 7. Charisma's gonna get to 6. So doomed already is absolutely where we go here. We're going into Fear Festival, so I think what I want to do is I want to get our dexterity up, and we're going to get a stat increase as we heal. Roads closed. I also didn't move the police station over, so this is actually going to be a really bad mystery. I think not moving the police station over is, like, disastrous. I didn't even think about it, because I got derailed by enemies that I hate. Enemies that I despise. With a burning passion more so than any other. We're going to do it like this, which kind of sucks, but, like... We do need to try to save as much Doom as possible, and we are going to skip any event that we don't need to do. So, yeah, this being doomed sucks, because, like, that's gonna go up to... Oh, that's really bad, chat. That's really bad. I mean, I suppose I should have, like, you know, recognized that, but... I think you gotta gamble the game on it. I think you do. That's beautiful. That's exactly what you wanted to see. That's exactly what you wanted to see. Now, the very important fact is that you couldn't find any familiar faces in the crowd, 100%. But that's okay. As long as we don't get absolutely owned, in which case we should have taken Outdoorsman, because we're not getting stat checks. We are getting, whatchamacallit, we are getting Moriko TV checks. And if we get Moriko TV checks... Oh, that's bad. That's really painful. If you get Moriko TV checks, then there is no dice roll. It's disastrous. Alright, we are really hoping for Timeline A here. Timeline A is overwhelmingly good because it saves you about, like, 5 Doom. I believe we got timeline A. Can you let me out of this mystery now? Thank you, please. Thank you. Time skip is pretty bad, but better to get it now than later when we don't know what we've got going on here. We now know what we're working with, and we have a mystery that is in the town. So it is not out of town. We don't have to worry about roads closed. We've already had our Doom jump up. You absolutely take a ride here because you have Doomed already. So if you fail it, you get healing. So that's perfectly okay. And then you just kind of like, you know, you lock in and you get one of the worst fights that you could possibly get. And you cry yourself to sleep a little bit at night, you know? You ever think about that? You ever do that? I mean, I don't think bracing does anything, you know? Like, we're kind of in that point where we don't want to take damage, so this might be where the dodge comes in. Honestly, I want to throw the small candle as well. I don't think it's really doing anything. Now, the question is does this help us at all? And the answer is no. Does that help us at all? I was hoping that would do, like, one more, but I don't even know if that would. I'm not really... Okay, I mean, it's more likely, I guess. So, we're just gonna do that. That's under the action limit. We could even do this if the game would let us, but, I mean, we could do 90, 90... 80, or we could do 2 80s. I think 2 90s is much better. And of course, you know, it's look who it is. It really is. It's look who it is. It really is. It's look who it is. You ever think about how it's look who it is? We need to heal because we can never afford to heal again. And yeah, that hurts a lot. I mean, you gotta rely on your stats. You gotta rely on your stats. You gotta rely on your stats. I don't know what to tell you. We cannot donate our blood. We would die. You gotta... We're going gambling. We're going gambling. Oh my god, we didn't have to go gambling. This is so bad. I think we've gotta take Insomnia, just to keep the run going. Which is not great. Like, it's not good. It's not, like, ideal. This run really did go downhill so incredibly fast. Good god. I mean, it's still theoretically possible, but we have to do this first, which is, you know, pretty bad. What was this, like... 11? This is like 11 damage. So we have to like hit the gritty with this, or we could brace for impact and get 1 extra turn so that we can kind of hopefully... We can hopefully make this a little bit easier, yeah. And I mean, here's the thing, we can't take stamina damage. Never mind, we can take stamina damage from the lighthouse. I'm pretty... Actually, no, we can't, because this is combat only, right? This is combat only. I'm not insane. This is combat only. I'm pretty sure this is combat only. I'm like 90% sure this is combat only. I'm like 90% sure. This should kill. This should kill, because it's going to do like 12. Alright, so this was, like, awful, but... this is awful, by the way. Like, depending on what configuration we get, this is literally unwinnable. Because we didn't get the light source. We didn't get the funny. Did I have anything in the... No, I didn't. Ultimately, what matters more is our sanity, and we're not going to... Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez, chat, it's over. Yeah, there's nothing that we can do here. This is, very bad. We don't have, okay. So it's possible that we live immediately, right? Like, immediately, that it's possible that we live. Because what we can do is we can rest once, go up to 93, and then we can gain 1 sanity. And so then it's just, do we level up, right? I don't think we will, because I don't think I'm going to remember our second enemy. That will be a guess, but we can rest once and then go ahead. I think it's washed because I don't remember our second enemy. I'm going to be guessing, but... So you need to die turn 1, and we need to do this regain 1 reason. So you need to... This is how it has to go. This is how it has to go, bud. Absolutely has to go that way. We're gonna survive with 1 sanity. And now we just need to level up, but that also doesn't work because we'll be it, you know. We would have to get, like, last stretch or whatever. Okay, so second enemy was... I think it had to be cult member, because we leveled up, and then I was like... Or we were doing inventory management. That was... Ah, crap. I don't think it was Mr. Pachinko or Time Warper. That's really late into the run. It was either Pillar Vampire or Cult Member. I really don't remember which one it is. I don't think it matters. I don't think it matters. I think we lose no matter what. Look at our doom. Look at our doom, dog. Ah, because we took doom from losing sanity. That's right, it doesn't matter. I think it was like Pillar Vampire. Whoops. It didn't matter, we were guaranteed to die. So that was a fun run. Not a very long one. I think that was pretty fast. But, you know, sometimes you have bad runs. It really did just fall apart at the end there. Like, we just got, like, really, really owned by, whatchamacallit. But we can do the Pokidoku. I haven't done that in a while. And we can do the Luldul as well. Just as, like, a little treat. Luldul answers is one of the first things that comes up. Nah. I don't know why the webpage says Luldul when I'm on Pokidoku. It's the Nokimon Pokidoku Master Puzzle, and I immediately see ice, and it's like, I'm screwed. Like, what do you mean ice evolved by item? Like, what I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. Hoenn ice? I might have a chance. But Hoenn dual type? I can do that. And then Hoenn fairy type? I'm pretty sure that's just Gardevoir, right? Alola. Now this is Sand/Alola. That's one of them. And then Rapidash. Is there not an Alola Rapidash? There's an Alola horse, right? It's like oh, it's Ninetales. Ninetales Alola. So the question is either of these evolved by an item? I don't think Ninetales is. I don't know about Sandslash. What about Golem? Golem has an Alola form. That's definitely electricity. Yo, Glimora? That's that one fish from Subnautica that hypnotizes you. That shit's scary. Evolved by an item. Okay, let's do Alola Ice real quick, because I know that one. Let's do Ninetales. Ninetales Alola. I can that's ice, right? I'm not insane. Alola dual type. Tapu Bulu. Tapu Bulu. I don't know what type it is, but I know it's a dual type. Alola Fairy. Maybe Ninetales was a fairy, and I'm dumb. Because it could be Ice Fairy. It could legitimately be Ice Fairy. We'll come back to this later. Fairy evolved by an item. I'm pretty sure Gallade is like psychic fighting, right? So dual type Hoenn. We can do. Well, hold on. I'm not entirely sure. Reggie Ice is the obvious one, but there's probably another one. It's, I don't remember if, Glalie is, whatchamacallit, a Glastrier. That looks like ice. Let's do Reggie Ice, just because that's pretty easy. Dual type Hoenn can pretty much be anything. I mean, I don't really. We could rep we could rep my boy Sceptile if we wanted to. Actually, no, Sceptile's just grass, isn't it? Now that I'm thinking about it, Sceptile might actually just be grass. I think Sceptile Mega is like grass and dragon, but let's do, I don't know, Marsh Stomp. No, wait, what's the evolved one? That's like water and ground. I don't remember what it is. I don't remember what it's called. I don't know why this is harder than it needs to be. I don't know. I know that you're a grass water type, so we'll just, But Ludicolo is also evolved by an item, aren't they? I'm like 90% sure. Yeah, they are. I used my Ludicolo Gambit on, I don't know, Shiftry. Shiftry's like grass dark. Or like, yeah, like grass dark or something. Evolved by an item, Ice. This is... I mean, Frostlass is like a divergent evolution. I'm pretty sure. Oh, wait. Rotom Frost, maybe? Rotom Frost could be evolved by item Ice, because you have to give the Rotom the item for them to turn into it, right? I'm gonna guess Rotom Frost. That was the wrong choice. How about Frostlass? That was my first choice before I thought about it. Frostlass was an applicable answer. Okay. We're not gonna get the perfect dub, but that's alright. Evolved by an item. Evolved by an item fairy. Evolved by, or a fairy Alola. Fairy Alola. This one's very difficult because I really don't know, I don't really know, like, what does Poplio evolve into? I feel like, the thing that Poplio could be a water fairy, I feel like. Like, the evolution form could be a water fairy, but I don't know what Poplio evolves into. Is it like Prin? No, I'm thinking of Prin Plup. Prin Pulp? Mr. Rhyme. I don't know why I would think it's like Soul, but I mean, I guess we can just try like... what would be the natural... I don't know why I'm trying Trio. Wug Trio. Wug Trio is like a fairy type to me. Doug Trio Alola. Look at that hair. Only a member of the Fae could have hair that good. No, I have no idea. I have no idea, chat. I really don't. I'm pretty sure one of the Tapus is a fairy, but I'm not entirely sure which one it is, and I'm pretty sure it's not the pink one. Maybe it is Tapu Bulu. I'm not sure. Maybe it's Dragapult. You ever think about that? What if Appletun is a fairy? It's like a it could be dragon grass, but it could be dragon fairy. You ever think about that? I don't really know. I don't really know a lot about fairy types, you know? Eternatus, I'm pretty sure, is a dragon. Melaletta is a normal type, I vaguely remember. Yeah, let's just Appletun. Appletun Gaming. Alright, let's figure out what the hell. Tapu Lele? For some reason I thought the pink one wasn't a fairy, but the pink one is a fairy. Oh, I was correct! Primarina! Oh, and Ninetales Alola. God, I was on it. Tapu they're all fairies? Oh... I had multiple guesses that would have worked. I just needed to remember. I just needed to remember that Primarina was called Primarina. Ay. Alright, it's time for the Lullaby. You better get ready. Yes, today's legal my girl Briar. I will always pick my girl Briar. Jungle, huh? Male Jungle Melee. Didn't we just get this one like the other day? Male Jungle? I don't know, Rengar? Kha'Zix? Not this, okay. Oh shit, that's a good hint. Ixtal Shurima. Ixtal Shurima. Shurima Junglers. Ixtal Junglers. All melee. I don't know where Nocturne is from. I also don't know where Shaco is from either. Mana is correct, by the way. Mana is correct. Nocturne is just from Runeterra. 2009? Okay, bro. I'm trying to think of male junglers from 2009, and it's like, what? Who? Whomst? Male junglers from 2009? Human Yeti? Not at all. Oh, yeah, Ixtal Shurima. What the hell is wrong with me? I don't think Warwick is, from Shurima or Ixtal. I don't know, Wukong? Wukong's jungle top. I'm dumb. Wukong's Vistayan! Bruh. I don't know what's going on. Master Yi? Does Master Yi have mana? Didn't we already get Master Yi? No, alright. How many male junglers from 2009 who are melee with mana exist? Like, you want to run that one by me? You want to run that one by me again? Not the Freljord, so it's not Volibear. Definitely, is it Xin Zhao? Didn't we already get a Xin Zhao one? Oh, it's not human, that's right, not human. Okay, alright. Who the hell? Melee male jungler from Ixtal or Shurima. Melee male jungler from Ixtal or Shurima. Not a human spiritualist. My mistake. My bad. 2009 is so crazy. Jarvan? We haven't seen Demacia yet, but not human. Yeah, sorry. I thought that maybe Jarvan was like, I don't know, could be like a demon possessing a king or something. I don't know. Hecarim? Oh, yeah, I get quote and ability clues. Yep. Nice. Yeah, nice. Awesome. It's the best quote of all time. Yep. Oh. Sorry, my bad. Species unknown. I'm sorry, I didn't think Rammus was 2009. I knew he was really early. I didn't think he was 2009. I'm sorry, I'm a fake fan. I play Rammus a lot too, which is really, really bad. Trapped in a box so long, Zareth, they never should have let us out. I don't know, Renekton?
Trapped in a box so long, Zareth. They never should have let us out.
Yeah, real. You were a real one for that. What champion had... listen, I just got Rammus wrong for 80 years. I'm not gonna... The magical journey. Oh, shit. I'm pretty sure the Q is the skill shot. I'm pretty sure the W is the meeps, or like the healing thing, right? Simply, yeah, it's as simple as that. Alright, listen, there's a... Okay, not Kled. Kled was my second guess. Yes, I know exactly who this is. My first thought was High Noon Ash, but they're not gonna do that. Is this, This is, Fright Night. This is a Fright Night skin, right? Fright Night at Freddy's? Or is this just Gwen? I knew I saw it before, but I didn't like, my first thought was it was either Gwen or one of the Fright Night skins, and I decided to go with the Fright Night skin because I thought it would be fancy. Anyways, thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Have a good one. Bye.